and welcome to the Little Red Machine. I'm Cash Chandler.
And I am Jackson Guntle.
And today we're going to be doing some recaps and a lot of different things. Start off by talking about the Cardinals series. Jackson's going to go ahead and take it away.
This was a game that we didn't really watch very much because we were doing other things with the NBA Finals.
Eating.
But, yeah, eating at a place that has 4 letters. Think about that. No, 5. Yeah, 5 letters. Okay, the Reds lost this game off of 2 errors.
Yes.
The only runs that were scored were in the first inning. There were 5 hits the whole game. The Reds had 2 hits and the Cardinals had 3. The Reds had 2 errors. Arenado singled and then Aquino throws the ball. Cass can put a highlight in. Aquino throws the ball over the second baseman's head, over the third baseman's head, and it ricochets off the third base dugout and went to the outfield.
And then he goes into the outfield, and the guy scores, and
then
sucks at third.
There was an error by Brandon Drury to score another run, which was a bad throw again, and Votto, remember we were watching this.
Yeah,
Votto
we were watching
fell
this
over,
live.
and he couldn't catch the ball. He literally fell backwards and fell on his head.
I'm inserting all of the clips so you get to see this.
Castillo pitched 7 innings of no earned runs and got the loss because the Reds couldn't get a hit. Both the hits were by Brandon Drury.
And off of not being able to throw it from third to first.
Yes. Palante was the starting pitcher for the Cardinals. Gave up 1 hit. Palante, who has an last name of Palante. Andre Palante.
How many hits? We had 1 hit.
We had 1 hit against him, and both the hits of the game were by Brandon Drury.
Thank you, Drury.
Very disappointing. We almost got no hit. 2 for 30.
That's what the Reds were?
Yes. 12 strikeouts. That was just a very bad
game. Bad baseball.
But Luis Castillo pitched very good. Did you see anything from him from what we saw? What I like is he always is confident with his pitches.
He's easily our best starter right now. It's either him or Ashcraft,
or Malley. We'll get to Malley later, but he actually had a very good start.
He had a very good start in the Diamondback series, but
other than
I think Castillo's our best starter right now because he's.
Next podcast, we'll talk about the trades. Next podcast, our trade predictions.
Yeah, our trade predictions.
But not this one.
Everybody, I can't say everybody. I'll just say this. Most of social media and all the Reds fans are all saying that the Reds should place. I think did they or. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did they place Malley and Castillo on the trade block or no?
They haven't placed on the trade block. They just said that they're open to look for trades.
Yeah.
They're open for, talking about trades.
We'll get into our predictions next episode, though.
Yeah. Any last words from that episode? After the game, the Reds finished 20 and 38. The Cardinals were 34 and 26 after that game. Now we're going to the game that was not a very good game for Reds country. The Saturday game, where the Reds got off to a good start, Tommy Pham doubled and scored Chris Oakey, Brandon Drury, and Kyle Farmer a 3-run double. Chris Oakey.
Okie dokie.
To make it 3-0 off of Adam Wainwright. Adam Wainwright is a really good starting pitcher. He's been pitching for 15 years if you don't know that.
Yeah.
He's old. He's been pitching for longer than how old. He's been pitching since I was born.
Since he was born.
So... Yeah. And then Alexis Diaz gave up a run in the 6th, and then Alejo Lopez singled to make it 4-1 in the top of the 8th. But then there was a 2-run double by Tyler O'Neill, and then bottom of the 9th, Joel Kunal comes in a 4-3 ball game, gives up a hit, and then a home run, a walk-off. Cardinals win 5-4.
Me and my dad stayed up.
Walk-off.
Stayed up for that game, and
Not happy?
We turned off the TV as soon as he hit the ball. We knew that it was game, so we were just off. We didn't even see the full play. We didn't need to see if any miracles were gonna happen. We knew it was over.
Yeah, the Reds had 2 errors in this game too, which Reynolds and Kunal both had an error. Mm-hmm. Kunal pitched pathetically.
Yeah, Kunal sucks.
He is not. She should not be closing out a game.
I wish we had. It's what do you call it? Sims. I wish we had Sims.
He's
back,
hurt.
But
he's hurt for at least 30 more days, which is not very good.
Did he get hurt in spring training?
Yeah, he got hurt in spring training, and then he got hurt again some other time. Farmer went 4 for 4 with 2 doubles and a triple and a single.
This is Farmer's is this, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this his best year of his whole career hitting wise?
Yeah, he's always been a decent hitter, but now he's up there in the top 10 or 12.
Yeah.
He should be in consideration for the All-Star. He shouldn't be an All-Star, but he should be in consideration. He's a very underrated defensive shortstop.
Easily. First, what else to be the worst? Then Pittsburgh leads the league in errors per game.
Which is not good.
And that means that the Reds would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in errors per game. And San Diego has the least errors per game.
Which is
My
good.
apologies for screwing.
Fun fact. We'll do one fun fact of podcast.
Fun
that was the
fact
fun
of the
fact
day.
for today. Next game, the Reds actually did good.
Yes.
Um,
I also noticed in this. Wait. Never mind. I'll get into that later.
what were you thinking?
I'll cut it out, but I was thinking of the Diamondback series.
So Graham Ashcraft pitched in this game, but he did not pitch too well at all. But so in the first inning, Ashcraft had a wild pitch and let Tommy Edman score, and then Arenado hit a 3-run home run to make it 4-0. Also, a fun fact is that Kyle Farmer got hit by a pitch 3 times in this series, 2 times in this game. He got hit right in the ribs.
Goldschmidt is up there for NL MVP. He's having a
Yeah, he
great
should be.
year.
We'll get to that later in this episode. But
yeah. We'll talk about
He's-
MVPs, but
he's been very
Goldschmidt
surprising.
is on fire.
Matt Reynolds grounded into a double play, but scored a run to make it 2-3. Then T.J. Friedel singled to make it 3-3, and I have no idea why the Reds brought him back to AAA.
Right. I like Friedel
He's probably better than Aquino for sure.
easily. Just his defense isn't as good.
I
as
would rather
his.
have him than Lopez or Reynolds, especially Matt Reynolds.
Oh, definitely.
Reynolds cannot play defense.
Same with Lopez. Lopez is too short.
And then Senzel got out in the sac fly to make it 4-3 Reds. Albert Pujols doubled to make it 5-4 Cardinals. So this is the first bad start by Ashcraft. He pitched 4.2 innings, gave up 10 hits, 5 runs, only 1 strikeout.
Wow.
You can't be in the MLB and only get 1 strikeout out of 14 outs. You cannot do that.
No.
So then Friedel tripled to make it 5-5. Matt Reynolds scored. That was a very good hustle play by Friedel. And then Almora got out in a sac fly to make it 6-5. Tommy Pham hit a home run to make it 7-5. But then Alexis Diaz comes in to close the game, and Juan Yepes hits a home run to make it 7-6. But Diaz closes it out.
Yeah. I was watching that live. Once he hit the home run, the announcer was like, "It's a 1-run ball game." I was like, "Oh, that's over."
Yeah.
They're gonna come in. So one guy's gonna single. Next at bat, walk off.
Same thing as last time. But the
Same
Reds,
thing as last time.
the Reds did win the game.
They closed it out. Luckily.
Friedel had his best game of his career, 2 for 4 with a double and a triple.
What is Friedel's batting average before he got sent down?
202.
202.
He's looked a lot better at the plate than what his stats show. He's actually
He's
been
one of those
pretty
guys
good.
that you know that he's a good hitter. It's just not.
Yeah.
With the stats show.
Votto's
Don't look at
batting
stats.
average is up to 198 after this ball game. 198. Drury's at 287 and Farmer's at 285. Reynolds at 284. Almora's at 305. So they're all hitting decent.
Mm-hmm.
It's just before Keno got on the injured list, he was actually doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But he hit the ball. Heck, he can't actually extend his arms
No.
to hit the
He
outside
can't.
pitch.
If it's not a fastball, he can't hit it.
Even a changeup,
He
he can't.
can't hit a changeup. He can't hit a slider. He can't hit a curveball.
He especially can't hit a slider. Sliders.
Sliders. It just throw.
Hitting
if you
sliders are like cashing him away the show.
yeah.
He can't hit sliders.
On low and outside pitches.
Unless he's with Mike Trout. But okay.
Mike Trout. If he gives me a low fastball, Mike Trout, it's gone. Perfect.
So, everybody else in the bullpen pitched good again, except Diaz. Warren, Hoffman, Santillan, and Sessa all gave up 0 runs in this game. Sessa gave up 1 run on 1 hit. But that was a good game for the Reds all around.
Mhm.
Do you have any last words from the whole Cardinal series?
No, but there's a lot of improvement that needs to be made.
They showed that in the Diamondbacks and Brewers series, which we'll get to later.
Yep.
What's
We'll
next
talk
in
about
our
the Brewers
agenda?
series next episode. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to let's see here. So our All-Star voting predictions. Who's leading? The
Let's just go
All-Star
through
voting?
every team and we'll say who should their all-star be.
Yeah.
Who's their best player on each team.
So we can go ahead and start off
We'll
with
go quick. We're not going to talk about them all. But for the
Yeah, no.
Diamondbacks, who do you think their best player is?
Tell Marte.
Yeah. He's actually done really good this year.
Yeah.
He's had an off day last game, but he's batting over 300.
Yeah, Marte's having an All-Star year. He'll be an All-Star.
Yeah. For the Braves, they have a lot of players.
Braves is going to be Acuna. And
He's been hurt a lot.
I bet, yeah.
And
but-
you hear about Ozzy Albies got hurt.
Yep.
Broke his foot.
I bet they'll have some relief pitchers in the All-Star game.
Matt Olson might be an all-star.
Olsen's having a good year.
He went 4 for 4
They're
last year.
definitely going to have some relievers. Now I think about it. At least one reliever in the All-Star. I can't think of his name, but he's having a great year.
Jansen?
I think it was Jansen.
For the
But-
Orioles,
Cedric. I'm just kidding.
there's a guy that's
Mount
pitching
Castle?
39 innings and has a .96 ERA out of the bullpen.
How's Mountcastle doing?
He's been doing decent. He's batting 279.
What position is he in? He's a
First base
First
slash
base.
right field.
So then that's right field. Maybe you could get in there with that, but first
There's a
base
lot
is
of good
tough.
right fielders in the MLB, especially hitting. Bryce Harper, Castellanos, and there's a lot more as well.
Aaron Judge. Well,
He's in the American League.
Yeah. He can pretty much play anywhere in the outfield.
The Red Sox. They have a lot of hitters. Their pitching is questionable, but
Yeah.
JD Martinez.
JD Martinez.
He's been unstoppable, batting .346.
Of course, it's Boston sports too. It's always Boston sports.
Yeah,
that.
Boston always has
Some
good
stud. Doesn't matter how bad they are. They have one guy who's insane.
Yeah, they have Trevor Story, Devers.
Right.
They're all pretty decent.
Yeah.
But Martinez is the best.
Easily.
We'll do one more for now, and then we'll get back to this later for the All-Star.
Yeah.
We'll do like 5 each podcast. Does that sound good?
Mhm.
5?
More.
Yeah.
From AL.
AL?
An AL team, yeah.
The White Sox.
That Tim Anderson.
Yeah, he might be up there. He's bad. He had an off day, but yeah. I think that if they had to
That's fine.
pitch, Kopech, has a 1.38 ERA, the best in the American League out of all starters.
And then to finish it off, let's do one more NL team.
The Chicago Cubs.
Oh, if I'm really being honest, that rookie could be
Which one?
All-Star. The
Morel?
guy who had like the 20-game hitting streak or whatever.
Morel. He's batting
Yeah.
274 now. He's cooled off. But
yeah.
Wilson Contreras could also be an All-Star.
Contreras, yeah.
I would say for the Reds it could be like Tyler Stevenson, but he's hurt. Or Alexis Diaz, he's hurt.
Drury's going to be in the All-Star game.
He
Probably as
should.
a backup or a starter.
Probably
Third
that.
base, if he's playing third base, who's he going to have to fight with?
Chris Bryant.
That's easy. Chris Bryant hasn't played at all, has he?
Well, a little bit.
But he hasn't been
Arenado.
good. Nolan Arenado.
Brian Hayes of the Pirates.
It could be him. He's doing better hitting wise than
Yeah.
Brian Hayes.
There's some.
Nolan Arenado.
Justin Turner.
Was he in the All-Star game last year?
Probably.
It's always the Dodgers.
Manny Machado. There's a few of them. Machado got hurt
Machado's having
yesterday.
yeah.
He sprained his ankle.
He's having such a great year, and then that's gonna ruin his MVP chances.
Yeah, him and Tatis could be the best third and shortstop combo this year, I think.
Tatis is gonna have the best comeback year. It's gonna be better than Acuna's.
Yeah.
Acuna's wasn't even that big. He's already cooled down now. Well, no, I can't say that. The Braves.
They went on a 14-game win streak.
Yeah, they
Here's
were
a
on a
fact.
14-game win streak in June, and they just lost to.
The Cubs.
Yeah.
So they had a
Cubs.
14-game win streak, and the Cubs had a 10-game losing streak. And the Braves lost
To
to
the
the team
Cubs.
that had the longest losing streak, and the Cubs beat the team that had the longest winning streak, which you would have never thought would have happened.
It's,
They won the series against the Braves.
people who bet on that game, I feel really bad for them.
Yeah.
They probably went all in on the Braves.
I would have bet a lot of money on that if I had to. If I had to choose either the Braves or the Cubs, I would have bet
Braves
all my money on
day.
it.
We'll talk about some more All-Star voting for teams and which players should be in. We'll do like
Later.
yeah, we might finish it off today, or we might do a bunch in different episodes. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about injury updates with Tyler Stevenson, Aquino, Naquin.
And we'll also talk about the moves. So Moretta got called up, and Friedel got sent down. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, I don't
Moretta's not
understand
that
why
great,
they
and
called.
Friedel is good.
Well, can you check what Moretta's AAA stats were? I don't.
He had a 4 ERA, 18 innings, gave up 8 runs. Which isn't horrible, but it's
not
also
horrible,
not
but I mean,
MLB caliber.
I wouldn't call a guy up who's having a 4 ERA in AAA.
Alexis Diaz is on the 15-day IL with right forearm soreness. Nick Lodolo is expected back late June to early July. He has to go to 2 more starts in Louisville, and then he'll be back with the Reds in about 2 weeks, which is right at the end of June, early July. So they're hoping that he can be. I hope he can replace Mike Minor, but
I don't like Mike at all.
you told Alex he did.
I do, but
He's old.
like-
He looked really young yesterday, but he's actually old. He's
Yeah.
like 35 years old.
I
I would
liked him
rather
when he
have
was-
Garrett than Minor.
Cole.
Garrett.
I'm just
No,
kidding.
Amir Garrett.
Yeah.
I would definitely rather have Garrett Cole, but
Yeah, Amir Garrett, I miss him for the fights.
yeah,
That's about
and his
it.
attitude, he
Yes.
screams at everybody.
The Pirates fight was the best thing of the
Yeah,
world.
Tony Santion also is injured. He has
How'd he get
lower back pain. A tiny bit of pain. So he's out for 15 days. Naquin is expected back early July, which will make Cash happy.
He's my favorite player. I have a signed ball from him. I can show a picture.
Yeah. The next
And
guy we'll
that's
talk
me
about
and
that's
Naquin.
injured is Cash. Explain.
So,
this is
for
a little
Father's
different
Day,
topic.
Moving on
We're
to
off
the
to the Reds
IL
first.
injury about
It's Cash Chandler.
announcer for the Little Red Machine. I myself, Cash Chandler, went go-karting on Father's Day.
Got
And-
injured go-karting. It sounds like an NBA 2K injury.
It sounds like a minor league injury. So what happened was we were go-karting and I was dominating everybody. There's a bunch of little kids in there, so I was like
5-year-olds going on a
running them
go-kart.
into the side of the wall. I was just bullying him. And my dad was in that race too. So I was like a lap ahead of him. And so I'm behind him and he's in front of me, but I was already a lap in front of him, so I knew, like, I'm dusting you. So there's this part where you come up and then you turn a corner, and it's like a perfect spot to drift around the corner if you wanted to. And he was turning, and I stopped to let him turn so I didn't crash into him. And then as soon as he kept going, I started going, because it usually takes a second for the go-kart to start speeding up and going. But he braked for some stupid reason, and my go-kart, all of a sudden, didn't take so long to start off, and it went full speed right into the side of his go-kart. My head went flying forward. My seat almost broke. His go-kart didn't, work anymore. The workers had to come out and get us. It was painful, and I was like...
Where was this at?
Full Throttle. It's
Never heard of it.
It's fun. It was fun until
He
that.
just got hurt.
Yeah. It was a great Father's Day gift. I got to almost kill my father, and yeah.
That's a great Father's Day gift for killing your dad.
He was fine, of course, but I can't turn my head to my right side without it hurting. But
We don't know how long he'll be injured, but he's day to day.
I'm on the day-to-day list.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We'll go to another player, Aquino. He's out 4 to 6 more weeks. Stevenson's out until after the All-Star break.
I hope Aquino's out for his whole life.
Yeah. Lucas Sims is going to be hurt for the next 60 days at least until mid-August before he can even start pitching in games again because of lower back spasms, severe lower back spasms.
Sims is probably one of our best relievers.
He's been hurt. He only pitched in 8 games.
Yeah.
Donovan Solano should be back this week. Anton's out all year. Jake Fraley, once again, broke his left toe on the base 2 weeks ago.
Again? Or the same?
No.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
He's still in a walking boot. Justin Dunn will be back sometime after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Connor Overton is out. And remember him? He hasn't pitched for a month.
Yeah.
But he was the Reds' best starter, and now he is out for at least 4 to 6 more weeks before he can even throw again. So he'll be back September, which is not good for a team that has already 10 injured pitchers on the injured list. That sounds like a not very good problem for the Reds to have.
It's bad.
It is definitely not good.
Is that it for our injuries?
Yes.
We talked about roster moves fully.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
There wasn't really much
So-
roster moves.
Yeah.
Just injury moves.
Fraley and, or not Fraley, Friedel and
Moretta.
Moretta. Moretta sucks. I don't like Moretta at all. So, now we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Diamondback series. We're trying to get caught up.
This is the last series I'll talk about for this episode.
Yep, for this episode, this is going to be our last series, and then this episode, to finish it off, we'll talk about the extra innings face-off.
I'll talk about that one in the middle of this.
Mally's best career game that he had during the Diamondback series, standings in the NL, and then how teams are doing in our division. So, Jackson, go ahead, take it away for the Diamondback series.
The first game, Mike Minor made his third start, and he actually didn't look too bad.
Nope.
His first and only game of his 5 starts that he has not looked like complete garbage. Okay. So both pitchers had a decent game. This was Chris Okie's first career game and first career start in the MLB. Christian Walker hit a 2-run home run off of Minor, and then Ketel Marte also hit a home run to make it 3-0. But then Matt Reynolds singled. Jordan Luplow got on the sac fly to make it 4-1, but then Brandon Drury hit a 3-run home run to left field, his 13th home run of the year. All-star Brandon Drury. He should be an all-star. Then Moose singled in the top of the 6th to make it 5-4, and the Reds bullpen hung on, and they won the game. 5-4. Santillan, San Martin, Morin, and Strickland combined for 2.2 innings of 0-run baseball. Only gave up 1 base runner, and that was a hit off of San Martin. So, good job, Reds, for not screwing it up.
Woohoo!
First time in a while you haven't screwed it up, but
I was crying at the end of that game.
I was happy. Yeah. Drury extended his hitting streak to 14 games.
That was the most in the MLB. I just wanted to share this, that the Reds are only 16 games out of the wild card, so it's still possible to to pull off a St. Louis Cardinals 20-game win streak, so let's go.
It's possible, but not probable.
Let's do it. We just have to get in front of Milwaukee, St. Louis, and Philly, so.
And about 10 other teams.
And about 20 other teams.
So, yeah. Anything you saw from Minor in that game that impressed you, or would you watch that game? Friday.
Game 2.
It was
3.
It was the first game Monday.
Oh, no, I didn't watch that.
But the Reds did win that game. The next game we'll talk about as we go. So, first, there were no runs scored until the 10th inning in this game. Both pitchers pitched great. Malley had his first career game where he pitched 9 innings.
Yep.
He threw a perfect game in Double-A in 2018, but he never pitched 9 innings in the full Major League Baseball game.
He threw like 120-something pitches, right?
Yeah, he threw 131 pitches. 3 hits, 12 strikeouts in this game, 0 walks.
It was just a battle between Malley and...
the other pitcher was Zach Davies. He pitched 7 innings, 3 hits, also no walks, 8 strikeouts, and no runs. Did you see anything that was different that Malley did with his rotation or anything?
Yeah, he was more patient. He just took his time. He didn't actually rush like he's been doing a little bit. But his pitches moved a lot more. So if I had to guess, he's probably using more arm strength. Because, yeah, I think if you look at the stats for his what do they call it? Pitch speed. It was
faster.
Numbers. Yeah. So he's using more arm strength, which I think he should do, especially since he gets that break from the next time he starts.
Yeah.
So every time he's up, he should use more arm. I know it's a little more risky, but you just threw your best game of your whole career.
Probably the best game you'll ever have.
Right.
He's not ever going to do that again. So
no. How old is Malley? 29, 30?
He's been in the MLB for 5 years. He's only 27. He came up when he was 23 years old.
So Malley's going into his prime. 27 is about that age when people start, showing who they really are and how good they are.
Yeah. So, extra inning showdown now. So, Friedel doubled the right field and Matt Reynolds scored to make it 1-0, but then Alexis Diaz comes in and gives up a run. It was bases loaded with 2 outs, and then he eventually got David Peralta out, which was a tough at-bat. Top of the 11th, Farmer singled to have Drury and Pham both score, and then Chris Okie. You want to talk about him for a while? Okie dokie poopy.
Chris Oakey I never want to see him in the majors again unless that dude is hitting 720 batting average and is
50 home runs a game.
Yeah, 50 home runs a game. That guy can't even catch a fastball. He'd get out to catch it, and then he'd stare at it and look the complete opposite way that it was going, and it'd crash against the fence, and 2 runners would score because he doesn't know how to pick up a baseball either. He was trying to pick it up with his glove.
Yeah, he is not a very good baseball player, and that's why people at the Dayton Dragons games boo him when, like, 3 years ago when he was with the Dragons, they booed him because he sucks. So 2 runs both scored off of passed balls by Chris Oakey. Alek Thomas and Josh Rojas both
lost the
scored.
game from him. He lost us the game because
he
can't
won.
catch a ball. Really?
Yeah.
That was the game that we won?
Yeah.
I thought they hit a walk-off that game.
No.
Oh.
So
good job, Chris Oakey! Yeah!
So Almora tripled to make it 4-3 in the top of the 12th. And then Jonathan India singled to make it 5-3, and the Reds held on as Joel Kuhnel got the save. So the Reds won this game 5-3. I don't know where Cash got it, but they had a walk-off.
Oh, no.
But,
I know. Because I didn't watch the full game. I turned it off.
You said that you and your dad watched it.
No, I thought we did, but now that I remember, we were like, if it goes to 13 innings, I'm not doing this. And it went to 13, and we just turned it off. So I didn't see the last inning. I just saw, like, I don't really remember. I was so tired. Yeah, I thought they won that game. I thought they hit like a walk-off in the 13th.
No, but the Reds won. 5-3. You didn't know that?
Off of that triple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a single by India. Wow. India's gone 1 for 17 since back off of the injured list, so maybe there's something wrong still. I don't know. And then the last game, the Reds did lose this game. Zach Gallen hit 4 batters in the first 2 innings. Did you see that game?
Yeah.
He hit 4 batters in the first 2 innings, hit Nick Senzel twice, and Senzel was furious.
India's injury debut, he got hit by the ball his first at bat. He got hit twice that game.
Yeah, and
they were trying to injure him again.
Yeah, they hit him in the hand the first time, and then his shoulder or back the second time.
They hit him in his middle of his back, right under his what do you call this in your body? Do you know? Like right here.
I have no idea.
It's like your shoulder. I think it's your shoulder blade. I don't know. Yeah, your shoulder blade. They hit him right under his shoulder blade.
Yeah, and then so the Reds got off to a 1-0 lead off of a throwing error by the pitcher Zach Gallen, as Nick Senzel scored, and then India doubled to make it 2-0 Reds. Then Alek Thomas singled to make it 2-1. Geraldo Perdomo hit a 3-run home run to make it 4-2. But then Brandon Drury hit his 14th home run of the 2022 season for the Big Red Machine Jr. to get it to 3-3. And then Art Warren comes in. Art Warren comes in, gives up a single to Josh Rojas, a double to David Peralta to make it 4-3. Pavin Smith reached on an error by India to make it 5-3. Perdomo single to make it 6-3, and then there was a wild pitch to make it 7-3. So, what was that?
I don't know.
So the Reds lost this game 7-4 after a single by Moustakas to get Votto to score, but the Reds lost 7-4 in this game because of Art Warren's miraculous 4 earned runs given up in the 8th inning. Did you see that game?
No, I didn't watch that game.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
So Castillo pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 3 earned runs. Warren pitched 0.0 innings, gave up 4 runs and 4 hits.
Good job.
His ERA is at 8.66, and San Martin's is at 12.54. Castillo's is down to 3.23. He's been the lights out for the Reds.
Yeah.
I've been very impressed in what I've seen from him. And then Votto got his batting average all the way up to 208.
Good job, Votto.
Drury got his hitting streak up to 16 baseball games. Almora got another triple. He's batting 300, 30 for 100 so far in his first 100 at-bats as a Cincinnati Red, his former rival when he was with the Chicago Cubs.
Yep.
Do you have anything to say about that series?
I was very disappointed. I thought we were gonna.
I thought we were gonna.
Yeah.
He won 2 out of 3, but I think we should just.
There was some like Moustakas and Senzel hit home runs. If we were home, they would have hit 2 home runs to center field. No, Senzel would have hit 2 home runs in a game. He hit it to center field,
Their
and then
center
they
field
showed
is like the longest ballpark in the whole.
It's like 420 to center field. That's ridiculous.
The Reds is like 400 at the most.
The Reds is like 400, 390. It's so short.
But the Reds still won. That's all that really
yeah,
matters.
they showed the diagram, and the difference between center field, that ball would have been like 10 feet past the wall.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
That's the stupid thing. All baseball fields are different, so you could hit a
Right.
410-foot home run that would be in 29 other ballparks.
Colorado,
one ballpark.
especially.
Yeah, but it's also easier to hit a home run because of the high elevation.
glides.
Yeah, it just flies up in the air like a
And
bird.
players need to get oxygen in the dugout because they're so high up.
Yeah,
They
I
do that
wouldn't
in
be surprised if
for
somebody with
Broncos
asthma
games.
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So what are we gonna talk about now? I forgot.
Okay, and oh, we're gonna be talking about the standings in the NL, and then we're gonna go ahead and talk about how teams are. We're not gonna go in depth, but how teams are doing in the NL Central and who's performing.
So for the wild card, first place right now is the Padres, second Giants, and third Braves. The Mets, Brewers, and Dodgers are all in first place in their respective divisions.
Yeah.
The Cardinals are a half game back of the wild card. The Phillies are 2.5 back. Diamondbacks 6.5 back. Marlins 7.5. Rockies 8. And then the Pirates are 12 back. Cubs 13.5. Reds 16.5. And Diamondbacks 17. No, Nationals 17.5. So, National League, there's only about a few teams that are fighting, and then there's about 6 teams in the Marlins, Rockies, Pirates, Cubs, Reds, and Nationals that literally could care less about how the season goes. Especially the Reds and Nationals. Those are for sure
That's bad.
bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the ocean.
At least we're not as bad as the Royals. Well, actually, I think we are.
We're worse than the Royals.
Yeah.
We're the second worst team. We're only better than the Nationals, and we lost 3 out of the 4 games against the Nationals. So part of that was because of Mike Minor, and I hate Mike Minor.
If you're not really into baseball, like, too much, but you still watch it, here's an explanation. So, in NFL terms, the Reds in the National Series was like watching the Lions this year and the Texans play. And then, in NBA terms, it's like watching the Pistons and the Rockets play. It's that boring.
That's not very good.
It's not fun to watch at all.
Especially when the pitchers can't throw strikes and the hitters can't hit
just
a middle
throw it.
fastball 20 miles an hour. So
They throw it out of the park, like, literally. They throw it over the fence.
So right now the Brewers and Cardinals are tied for first in the NL Central at 38 and 30. The Pirates are 10.5 out. The Cubs are 12 out, and the Reds are 15 games out of the first place of their division. They have to win 15 more games than the Brewers and 15 more games than the Cardinals to even have a shot to go to the playoffs. So if they do that, I will literally do the first thing on the comment section. The very first thing somebody comments,
Yeah.
I'll do it. But that's
If
not
the
happening.
Reds make the playoffs.
I'll literally do it because that's killing people.
Yeah.
So I will
Kill your
literally do it.
coworker.
Yeah. So that's it for the standings. Who do you think's gonna win the division out of the Cardinals and Brewers?
It's going to be the Cardinals. Goldschmidt's having an outstanding year.
Arenado is too.
Arenado.
Their pitching isn't that bad.
Pitching's not
The
bad.
Brewers
but
have
also
a
the
lot of
Brewers have
injuries.
they have a lot of injuries, but their bullpen is really good.
Hater.
Yeah. Hader's easily the best closer in the league. He destroys batters when it's the 9th inning, except for when your name isn't Eugenio Suarez, then Suarez hits
Eugenio
walk-offs.
Suarez.
Good job,
Speaking of Suarez, he's batting .210 with the Mariners, and Winker's batting
Is he
.199.
leading the league in strikeouts?
Probably. I've not been watching the Mariners that much, but
The only series I've watched is, I think it's over now. I don't know if it's
Winker's
still going.
batting .199.
And Tony says that we need Winker back.
That's what he said?
That's what you told me.
When did I say that? Oh, yeah, I did.
He's like, Winker, we need Winker back.
Yeah, he said that we need Winker back because we don't have any outfielders.
Yes, we do.
But he's
We
not
have
any
Nick
better.
Senzel, Tyler Naquin, TJ Friedel. Tommy fan.
That's you don't think that's a good outfield?
I mean, defensive wise.
What about hitting? Can Senzel hit?
Winker is only good hitting when Nicholas Castellanos is on his team. He didn't know how to hit the ball otherwise. It's proven right now. He hit 320 last year?
Yeah.
All-star? Starter? I mean,
Winker's batting 7th in the lineup, and Suarez is batting 3rd. And
Winker-
Suarez is batting .207.
Winker was hitting 2nd last season, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was batting behind India. It was India,
It was
Winker,
India,
Castellanos.
Winker, Castellanos, Votto,
Yeah, that was crazy.
and then Farmer.
Something like that.
I don't know, Farmer
Or
wasn't hitting
Stevenson.
well. I thought Stevenson wasn't. I remember Stevenson. I was like, who is this guy? I didn't know him because I wasn't super into baseball.
Yeah.
I
Suarez
think
had
that was-
102 strikeouts and 247 at bats. 41% of his at bats in a K. So
That's stupid. He's bad.
he has 1.2 thousand career strikeouts, and he only has 943 hits. He has 300 more strikeouts than hits,
That's bad.
which is a lot like Alex Giordolo. But
Tyler Stevenson of his Little League baseball team. So
it says he's gonna be Tyler Stevenson.
he's not. So
He's not
moving on,
back.
we're gonna go ahead and talk about the NL Central and
Or
how
did.
teams are.
Well, okay,
Doing.
we'll do it again. So
We didn't really. We just talked about who's gonna be first in the division. Cardinals are.
okay, so who do you think should be last? The Pirates, Cubs, or Reds? I think the Pirates are gonna be
Pirates.
last, but then the Reds fourth, and the Cubs third.
Pirates are third.
Pirates are third right now.
Oh God, our division sucks. It's just a battle between the Brewers and Cardinals. That's about it.
Unless the Pirates
Unless this
are
was
11
10
and a
years.
half hours.
Unless this was like what 10 years ago when it was the battle of the Reds and
Pirates.
Pirates.
That was.
Cardinals were.
I wish I was.
No, it was the Cardinals too because
won
they made the World Series. Yeah.
But it used
Against
to be the
Texas.
Brewers were bad.
Yeah.
But now the Reds are down there.
And the
They
Brewers
changed
are
the
up there.
Brewers.
It'll be just like the Bengals. Trust me. Just give them one more draft.
15 years.
They're gonna get somebody to replace Votto, and he's gonna be the next. He's gonna be the Joe Burrow of our team. Who is the Joe Burrow of the Bengals right now? Tyler Stevenson?
Of the Bengals?
No, like sorry.
Who's the Joe Burrow of the Bengals?
Yeah, the Joe Burrow of the Reds.
Lotto.
It's Tyler Stevenson. He carries
India.
our team.
India when he's fully healthy.
You think he's better than Stevenson when he's fully healthy?
When he's fully healthy.
And Stevenson's fully healthy?
Yes. Not well. I like India more.
When they're both, well, yeah, just because you like him more, though.
I like him. I like his playing style more.
India,
He plays with a lot more energy.
and he plays with a lot more swag.
Stevenson's just like that
He's a reincarnation.
1980s
He's a
player.
better version of Derek Dietrich.
He's but
Derek-
he's like Brandon Phillips.
Yeah, but
He's still
he literally is Brandon Phillips.
Yeah.
But
except he's not black.
okay, well that was too obvious, obviously. But I mean,
Okay. Anything else on our?
so
We'll end on that.
we'll end it on that. India's not black. Okay, I'm doing it.
Happy Father's
Cutting
Day.
this out. 3, 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that's pretty much it for the NL Central, and that's it for the podcast. Happy late Father's Day, everyone. And don't do what I did. I hope you didn't do what
Next
I did.
podcast episode, we'll let you know on Cash's injury update.
Yep. And we'll talk about the Brewers series.
Next podcast.
And we'll be caught up with everything. We were like 5 series behind, but no, we pulled off the comeback, the dream comeback. So, with that being said, thank you everybody for
The 2
listening.
viewers.
The 2 viewers.
Me and Cash.
Jeffrey, thank you. Jackson, thank you. Me, thank you.
Jeffrey.
Yes.
Jeffrey
Thank you.
Friday.
Yeah. Jeff Friday. So, thank you everybody for listening. We hope that you enjoy, and we'll see you next episode.
Bye bye.